Heads up, the gameplay you're about to watch is a modded gameplay of Madden 24 on PC. This is not available or compatible with any console like Xbox, PlayStation, or any console that Madden is playable on. This is all offline and you cannot play this online with friends on PC. Thanks and shout out to Madden modding community for helping making this possible. With no further ado, enjoy the video. Hello and welcome everybody. It's your one and only Crazy Tyler here, coming at you with some Madden 24 connected franchise. And this franchise ain't gonna be any other franchise. This is going to be a modded franchise, first ever on the channel. We all know and love, or relocation teams and that Madden releases, but this year it's a little bit different. I have decided to dip into modding. What you're seeing on your screen right now is a team that I have made exclusively through Madden modding community. You can search them up there. The link will be down below in the description. So shout out to them and everyone there that has provided the tools and everything in between to help me make this team possible. I've created everything from the uniforms to the field textures, a lot of things, and I feel like this is a great time to introduce everybody to this new series that we have started. Now, I want to give everyone a warning. This is still kind of like a work in progress. There's still things that still need to be tweaked and messed around. There's going to be some textures that you will be seeing since I relocated the Arizona Cardinals, formerly the Arizona Cardinals, and I relocated them as the Elks. I replaced the Elks with the Aztec Warriors. Now, why did I choose the Elks? I don't know why. It was the first team that came to mind, okay? Don't judge me. So you're going to be seeing some graphics on the pre-game presentation when we begin to start up the game. It shows the players warming up and everything. You'll see the Elks logo in colors sometimes. So until that part of modding does become an access for me to do, we're just gonna have to be dealing with it along the way together. Just want to give a fair warning to everybody with that. So with this team, we have players. It's not going to be your original roster from the Arizona Cardinals. There will be some players from the original Cardinals roster, but there won't be everybody. Kyler Murray is not going to be on here. Davante Adams ain't going to be on here. You got a lot of players that was on this team. Oh, not Davante Adams. That's my apologies. I don't know why I said Davante Adams. But there will be a lot of players that it's not on this team anymore. Kyler Murray is now on the Vegas Raiders. And I will be showing everybody the roster here shortly. The players that you're going to be seeing is basically a cupcake team. There's a lot of players that haven't been able to either play often on a team or on teams in the NFL, or they're injury prone players, or they're players that haven't been given a chance yet. Most likely practice squad players. And they're going to finally be able to get the chance on this team, which is the reason why we are a 72 overall team, 73 offense, 72 defense. So none further less, let me introduce you to the team. First and foremost, let's start with the quarterback. We got Clayton Tune. Like him, great arm, not a great arm, but decent mobility and decent accuracy. Same thing with Ben DiNucci, really good. DiNucci, former XFL Seattle Sea Dragon. I liked him personally. We're gonna see what he can do. The Noose, hopefully the Noose can perform at a high level if Clayton Tune doesn't. And then we got Case Cookus from the USFL, really good player, but we'll see what he can do. At running back, we got James Robinson. This is where it gets a little bit more competitive and better. I think we're going to be a run-first team because of this running back core that we got. Starting with James Robinson, he was a really great player for the Jacksonville Jaguars, but then when Travis Etienne came along, he kind of fell in the background. Same thing with the other player we're going to be talking later after this player, Tyron Davis-Price, good young running back from LSU, good combination of speed and power. Looking forward to see what he can do on the team. He might most likely take the job, but the running back job is, free for all, up for grabs right now. And then another player that was on the Jacksonville Jaguars that didn't really give him much of a chance is Snoop Diggity Dog Connor from Ole Miss. I liked him. A lot of players from Ole Miss I liked. DK Metcalf, AJ Brown, even the legend Chad Kelly, we all know and love. So we're going to see what Snoop Diggity Dog Connor can do on this team. And Max Borghi. I am from Washington, so I like my Washington universities, and Washington State, he was really good. He's a great receiving back, and hopefully he can do a lot better on our team. The reason why you're seeing 99 speed and acceleration, I only turned that up for him so he can do better blocks during the training camp drills. So that will be changed back to his original speed and acceleration. He'll most likely not be on the team anyways, so he will be released. Jalen Tolbert from the Dallas Cowboys, really great player, but I think he can do better on our team. See what he can do, probably a good outside receiver. We got Quez Watkins firmly on the Philadelphia Eagles. Really raw player, very fast, just needs to work on his catching abilities, very raw, but he's 25, so we'll see what he can do. We got Sammy Watkins, the veteran that can help teach this young receiving core that we got here. Denzel Mims, Jalen Monroe Cropper, Matt Landers, Joe Reed, and Devon Williams. With Devon Williams, I gave him higher speed because the speed they give him with 84 was a little unfair, so I thought something much better, which is that. But let's get back to Denzel Mims. I liked him. He was really great for, in Baylor, then went to the Jets and kind of fizzled out over the years. So he is going to be most likely our number 2 wide receiver alongside Quez Watkins. And then our second slot might most likely be Sammy Watkins. But do not count out Jalen Monroe Cropper. He was very underrated for Fresno State. I think he can be a really great receiver in this league. At worst, a great slot receiver. Then we got Matt Landers, a 6'4". I think he's actually 6'5", but whatever. He's 6'4", 92 speed, acceleration. He was really great for Arkansas and the Seahawks as well. And hopefully he can get a bigger role on this team. Then we got Joe Reed, who back in Virginia, he was a former running back and wide receiver in college. So we're hoping to see that he can be our next Deebo Samuel. So he's not going to be on the wide receiver list for much longer. We're going to be sliding him to running back and test out what he can do. He'll be probably slot receiver sometimes to playing running back if we need him to. And then Devin Williams, really great player, former quarterback, he's a great wide receiver. Hasn't been, I want to see what he can do. I was a big fan of his coming out of Oregon, so we'll see what he can do. At tight end, Greg Dulcich, we traded Trey McBride, since he was from Colorado State. We traded him there for Greg Dulcich. So that trade was pretty much even down the middle. Because the reason why I got Dulcich is because of Elijah Higgins from Stanford. I am a big fan of his. coming out of there. He could play wide receiver and tight end. Big fan of his. He's probably going to be my main focus point at the tight end position. If not, Greg Dulcich is a great number 2. Blake Whiteheart, and then Thaddeus Moss and Aaron Brewer. Thaddeus Moss, everyone knows he's the former LSU Tiger. He is the son of the legend wide receiver Randy Moss. Thaddeus kept on getting injured, never was given a full chance, kept on getting injured in OTAs and everything with other teams, starting with the Washington football team, or Commanders, whatever you want to call them, but never gotten the full chance, so hopefully we give him that chance. The offensive line is going to be a lot better. Hopefully that really helps the quarterbacks and running backs a whole lot, because we got several players that are originally from the Arizona Cardinals roster, like DJ Humphries. We got Carter O'Donnell, Deitch. Then you got Latane Moody, Elijah Wilkerson. You got Ben Jones, Pat Eflin, Will Hernandez, John Gaines, Paris Johnson, and Darren Kincaid. The reason why we kept Johnson, Will Hernandez, and DJ Humphries, they're all really expensive, and I would rather just let them play their contracts out till then. I'm going to try to find replacements for these guys later down the road, so don't be surprised if someone like Will Hernandez will be traded here sooner than later. But that's the offensive line. Let's go on the other side of the line, which is starting with Dante Still, selected from West Virginia. He has a lot of promise. I like him. Alongside with him is Jonathan Marshall, big fan of him, and Thomasai Lalali. I don't know if I said that name right. Let me know down in the comments if I didn't. Carlos Watkins, big fan of him. Jonathan Ledbetter, and Jalen Redmond. To be honest, the main focus point on this right end position is going to be Jalen Redmond. I'm a big fan of him from Oklahoma, and hopefully he can take that next step. At nose tackle, we got Like Fatu, Roy Lopez, and Condre Coburn. I'm a big fan of Coburn from Texas, Hook 'em Horns. Really great player. Hopefully he makes a big impact. We got some players, like I said, from the original roster. We still have BJ Ojolari. Hopefully he does really well. Quincy Roche from the Giants didn't really was given much opportunities, so hopefully he can show us in here. And a really fast Kyron Johnson, who is mainly an edge rusher, but if I'm controlling him in the deep back in coverage, I can control him. But other than that, he's mainly an edge rusher. We got Devin White, one of the biggest players on our team, and one of our few top players on the roster in general. Since the Buccaneers right now are not considering re-signing him, we said, okay, we'll take him. It's kind of like a expansion draft type of situation where we took his contract basically and see how he does. So we got Devin White. Alongside with him is Michael Walker, Owen Popo, Brandon Smith, and Ezekiel Turner. Owen Popo, I'm a big fan of him. I'm hoping that him and Devin White are going to be a great duo for years to come. And I got the idea from Octagon Gaming. Shout out to him. Hopefully we get just as good of a duo as he does in his franchise series. Then we got Kavon Chason. Wasn't really given much of a chance in real life, kind of got overshadowed on Jacksonville. There's a lot of former Jacksonville Jaguars on this team that never really got their full potential chance. Hopefully Chason has that chance to show what he has to offer on our team. Got Cameron Thomas, a great second backup, a good backup. And then Levi Bell If you guys don't know Levi Bell, he is currently on the Seattle Seahawks. He is a tank of a man. Search him up in Google on images and you'll just see how big of a man he is. He is a really great player. They gave him a really crappy rating. I did improve it just slightly enough to the point where it did make somewhat realistic sense, but not too much to the point where it's biased. So he's pretty good. Hopefully he makes the roster. We got the former New York Jet, Bryce Hall. He was kind of buried on their depth chart. He has been kind of slumping recently, so I think it's a good time for him to show that he can play at a high level again and hopefully break that glass ceiling. Greedy Williams gained another chance. He hasn't been really given much of a chance, so hopefully he shows up for us. Riley Moss, Starling Thomas, Keith Taylor, Mark Gilbert, Kyler McMichael. Riley Moss, I'm a big fan of him. Not because he's white, but it's because he's just really athletic. He has great hands for a corner, and he's decently fast. He most likely would be our slot corner, or maybe even our number 2. Who knows? We got Starling Thomas, which I like him from UAB. Fast corner. See what he can do. Work on his zone coverage a little. Keith Taylor, who's out on the Kansas City Chiefs currently, and I think he is very great. 6'3", 195, kind of like a Richard Sherman type of build. Not the fastest player, but he is really good. So hopefully he can take a next step if he is given that chance. Mark Gilbert, but he's I think the nephew of Darrelle Revis. He was with the XFL, I believe, and he did amazing. He had like 3 interceptions or something in that season alone, so we'll see what he has to offer on the team. And then Kyler McMichael, liked him from the Tar Heels in North Carolina, and he has really great press with 79. So we'll see what they have to offer for the cornerback core. So this position is up for grabs, basically every position from the boundaries to the slot. So we'll see how that goes. We got Brady Breeze. This is where it gets a little worse at free safety. I like Brady Breeze. He was a really great player. I think he can take the next step if he's able to in this series. Got Mo Osling and Joey Blount. I liked him from the Seahawks, and I think he's a really good player. Then at strong safety, this is where it gets interesting. So Jamal Adams' job is to lose, basically. He's part of the Buda Baker trade I got from Seattle. He is an injury prone. He doesn't stay healthy. He's not really great in coverage. So if he gets injured, the other 2 guys below him will most likely get his job. And then if someone like Devin White or Owen Pope gets injured this season, he can probably slide over into money linebacker, and see what he can do there instead of safety. Because Smoke Monday might be winning that job. I liked him. He's a great name. I liked him in Auburn. He was a really amazing player. He's a great big hitter. He's working his coverage abilities, but other than that, I like him. I think he can take that next step if he really is able to. And then Coandres Knight, I believe. Let me know down below if I said that name wrong as well, but he's pretty good. I like him too, coming out of UCLA. And then kicker, we got Matt Pryor. I didn't want to release him because he might retire, so I said why not give him one last hurrah and see what he can do, probably. And then Blake Gilkin, really great punter as well. So, and then for draft picks, this is our draft picks. Some of these picks are from trades with Seattle with the Buda Baker trade. Some of them are with the Kyler Murray trade to the Vegas Raiders. You'll be seeing we got 2 first rounders from Vegas. So that's amazing. And then, you know, some other teams I've traded picks with for players that I didn't really think I needed, which had some value to their team. Not just because I wanted picks, because they needed them too. But that's first year. Second year. And 2026 is big. We got 3 first round picks. We got Pittsburgh and we got Vegas. And then that's it right there when it comes to the team. If there's anybody that you guys want to see on our team that you think that can be a good fit, let me know down below in the comments. Let me know what your favorite player on this roster is and what you're looking forward to this season. Right now, currently, I don't have an idea what to really do. All I know is in the next episode, I am going to play the first preseason game, play the moments and watch what the CPU does. Right now, I'm using the Kansas City Chiefs playbook for offense and defense for right now because I want to get the most out of these players as possible for the first season. If I decide to just simulate the whole season and just play like week 1, week 8, and week 18, and maybe the playoffs if possible. But other than that, we're just going to be simulating probably this year because this is year 0 and I want to get an idea what these players have to offer. But we'll see majority of that in the preseason. The real test is I think we're going to play all our games in year 1 because this is year 0 technically. And I can't wait to see what in year 1 has to offer when we get actual really great players and probably players that I can draft and make better or whatever the case may be. So comment down below what you think we should do. Should we do play the moments? Should we do watch the CPU versus the CPU, or should we just play every single game? Because right now it's kind of up in the air right now. I don't know what to really do at the moment, so we're going to see what we can do with that type of information and then go from there. I am going to do some training camps off screen again, and then we're going to probably play the preseason week 1. I think this will do it, everybody. Let me know what you're excited for in this franchise. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, if you want to see more of Aztec Warriors franchise. And before I actually go, let me give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek of what the team actually looks like the uniform wise. So this is the home jerseys. The away jerseys are all white, or we have 2 alternates. We have the first alternate is basically inverted with this. Basically the jersey is teal, or that teal color, and the red is in the numbers. Meanwhile, the other alternate is basically a blackout with the teal numbers with some red incorporated into it. But this is the jersey and uniforms I have made. I even did the custom numbers, the feathers. A lot of this stuff I have done on my own. And I'll have to also shout out to Jersey Forge, Frez Crew. Sorry, dude, if I said your name right, but said your name wrong, if I didn't say it right. But he's in Madden modding community in Discord. So if you guys want to see what he does for Jersey Forge and what he has videos and tutorials, what you want to do, if you are interested into modding, I really recommend looking into his stuff and everyone else in that community. But that is basically a sneak peek what's to come. Week 1, we will be seeing the home of the warrior hut, basically, of the Aztec warriors in New Mexico. Like I said, everybody, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you want to keep on seeing some Aztec Warriors franchise. Comment what you think below, and that will be it. Can't wait to see you guys again in the next video. Krazy Tyler, logging out.